chapter of One Piece. It's not only been one of the most important chapters, go down as one of the most important chapters of the year, but it really hyped me the fuck up. Luffy's attitude in this and everything else that went along was fucking priceless. Oda, the epicness continues. What more can I say? Anyway, let's start. Let's start with at the top of the cover page. Very predictable. Vivi and Karu at Alabasta. Anyway, we get to the top. Start the chapter, and already the reveal of Sanji and what a little bit more into his family's backstory. The fact that Sanji's father is the one that made the bounty poster and that arranged the marriage, but according to Peckham's, there doesn't seem to be a ulterior motive for Big Mom other than the fact it's more political marriage than anything else. But there is the interesting dynamics about that. The information that Peckham's brought up that introduces a whole new dynamic into this dilemma. And let's say, not only does if Luffy emphasizes the fact that no, this is not going to work. Luffy doesn't want anything to do with working on the Big Mom. But the moment Peckham says, Luffy, when Sanji gets married to Purin, Sanji is no longer a member of your crew. Luffy went ballistic and he immediately said, I'm going to Whole Cake Island. Not if, I'm going. Take with you. And Luffy shot the fuck out of me because usually he wants to do this. He knows the threat of Big Mom. He wants to do this solo. I don't know if that's going to work. But Peckham still has some loyalty to Big Mom because Capone was the one who turned on him, not Big Mom. We don't know what Big Mom thinks about all this. What we do know is Peckham's is, once he's healed up, he's going back to Whole Cake Island. Luffy wants to go with him. I'm not sure if that's going to work. We get some. I was hoping we'd get this out. We get Law back into the picture, and we get Law's thoughts and all this. I was hoping we get some more clarification of what Brooke and Robin might know about Vince Smokes, but we do get a little indication, and we know now the reason why Sanji had no choice. And even Nami was like, "Well, I guess Sanji didn't have a choice in the matter," is because if Sanji went against Big Mom's orders, one of Sanji's crew member or one of Sanji's family members would have had their head on a platter and delivered to him. That right there tells you not only how demonic Big Mom is, but how fucking smart she is. She knows what would have happened if. So obviously there's no way out for Sanji. He's gotta go take out. Luffy's having none of that. He said, Sanji's my crew member, and the moment I saw that panel, I got flashbacks of Ina's lobby of Water 7. You remember when Nami said that Robin left the crew to sacrifice herself so the Straw Hats won't get targeted by CP9 and the government? Well, that's the kind of vibes I got when Luffy. Sanji could not go back to the crew. Luffy wants none of that, and what's interesting about this, the one person who overheard that conversation besides Nami, and I think maybe the Straw Hats did in a way, but I'm not so sure. Zoro knows full well because he was standing, and that was a badass thing, by the way. But Zoro was standing behind the door, but it doesn't change the fact because Zoro's still like, no, we're not going. At least Zoro does not want to go and fetch the cook. He wants to stay in Zoe and wait for Guido. And Law says the exact same thing, and I was hoping to get more about this. But Law and everyone has an interesting point. But I think the main topic on all this is when Law lays down the gauntlet and says, we could have, the moment you go into this, Kaido could strike at any minute. We got confirmation now that the next island they got a target, they know where they are. And I got a funny feeling it's because of Kinemon and Kajiro. I've got a funny feeling. It could be something that it could have something to do with Raizo, but that for now. The fact that Law says that Kaido could arrive at Zoe at any minute makes me think more than anything else. The crew, they have. I mean, somebody's got to go with Luffy, but I mean, this situation with Kaido is that could end up at the doorstep at any minute. And I don't know about you guys, but that's hyping me the fuck up. We could get in 1 year. Think about this: 2 fights and 2 introductions of 2 Yonkou, Kaido or Big Mom. It looks like they could fight both at this point. That's what it looks like to me. Because Luffy was adamant, I'm going solo. I'm not going to put you guys at risk. So that right there, and Luffy knows sneaking in is not gonna work. But he still wants to get Sanji back. So Luffy's definitely going no matter what Law says. And he even said to Law, look, can you put the fight on hold with Kaido? I need to go do this. Law was like, I don't know if Law's agreeing or disagreeing. I guess we'll have to find out next week. We do have a chapter next week. I honestly thought we was going to go on hiatus, but shout out to Oda for that one. This has been nothing but quality. And yeah, every gives us 2 cents. But then the most interesting part, one of the most interesting parts of the chapter, which could have a huge. I was thinking in the back of my mind that something by the end of this, somebody's going to arrive on Zoe that's going to make the difference. I was thinking about maybe Weevil or Jack, but it's like no, Jack's got no reason to come back unless he wants to tournament the fuck out of the Minx after he finishes his business with Doflamingo. But no, but you remember Jack got fucked up by trying to get Doflamingo back, so I don't think he's going to be in the picture just yet, unless we get a fight between Zoro and Jack, and that has been hyped and maybe foreshadowed as well. And I was thinking maybe Zoro could take if Weevil shows up. And remember, Weevil is looking for Luffy. So if they arrive on Zoe, and Luffy's not there, and he probably is not going to be there once Peckham heals up, the first person who's going to fight him is Zoro. I've got this funny feeling. He's a Shichibukai. He's not been tested. I don't know if it's going to be a bigger match than Jack, but I do know Zoro's going to have to step up to the plate because as of right now, there's no other Straw Hat that can hold it unless Law and Zoro team up. And that'd be badass, by the way. I don't know what Law's going to do. That's going to be one of the most interesting parts of next week's chapter. Hopefully we get more of what the rest of the Straw Hats do. However, we do get to see Kinemon and Kadra arrive on... I said Brooke, Robin and Frankie was looking to say we'll look out for Kandro and Kinemon and make sure they don't end up on Zoe because they know the havoc they'll cause once they arrive there because the Minks aren't too friendly with the samurai, and that's another hint of what might happen next week because I'm surprised by this, but I'm not surprised about Frankie, but not Robin fell asleep too and overslept on the job, and here comes Kinemon and Kandro. I think it's still on that cat or fuck. I don't know what it is, but that shitty drawing. They arrived on Zoe, and I was wondering if they ever make it up there. And it's the worst possible timing because then the monkey chasing behind us. Something's heading this way, and I don't know if it could be Kaido himself or a subordinate. But I'll tell you this much: it is hyping me the fuck up. But Luffy really stole this one for me. Luffy did not give a shit about who's powerful or what. And I get that feeling that after the whole thing business is resolved with Peckham's, we do get to see Nekomamushi in this, and he gets introduced to Luffy, which I thought was hilarious. He says, "You big funny cat," but that's here or there. The biggest parts of the chapter were the interaction with Law, the way he hypes up this showdown with Kaido that could happen any minute. The moment Luffy decides to go on, and the question is, somebody's gonna have to go with Luffy. He cannot go solo. Not only because if it's a Yonkou, but how the fuck is he gonna get there if he goes solo? He's gonna have to go with Law, or he's gonna have to go on Sunny. I think more than anything else, unless there's a poneglyph in the next few chapters, I don't see what relevance this has to Zoe. I don't, because the fact that the Kinemon and Kandro are already there is it's a clusterfuck. They can't stay on Zone because if the Mixium, all shit's gonna go loose. And if Nekomamushi sees them, who's to say what's gonna happen? But yeah, Luffy. Somebody's gonna have to go with Luffy. Maybe this is where the Straw Hats divide, and I've got a funny feeling they will. Zoro is still like I said, Zoro's adamant about staying there. So I think Law and Zoro will probably stay. I'm pretty sure Robin might. I'm pretty sure Law's crew might go with Straw Hats. I'm not too sure. I would think so because knowing Law, the way he was, he shot his crew in dress when they went to Dressrosa. There's a good chance if they're Straw Hat teams up with some of the Straw Hat Pirates, and they can go to Whole Cake Island. But I don't know. I think Chopper might go with them as well because I think for sure if the crew that gets divided, I think for sure Nami, Brook, and Chopper are definite candidates to go with Luffy because they feel the most responsible for letting Sanji get into that mix. And now we know the danger that awaits them because the moment Sanji gets married, he's no longer a crew member. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys feel about this chapter. I know I'm hyped the fuck up. I don't know what's going to happen next. I have a couple of theories, but let me know if you have your theories. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That's going to do it for this review. I enjoyed the fuck out of this chapter. Oda was on point. This year's going to perhaps one of the best years of One Piece. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts down below. Like the video if you did, and subscribe as always if you haven't. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.